Are you a veteran looking at learning more about VA loans? Maybe you don't know where to begin. Today, I'm going to talk about two niche programs that a lot of veterans don't know about because a lot of lenders do not offer them or are well educated in them. So the first program that I want to mention is the VA Renovation Loan. What is the VA Renovation Loan? So this can be used for a home that you already live in or a home you want to buy that maybe needs a little bit of TLC. What happens is you are allowed to borrow a lump sum of money for the repairs. Now keep in mind, these repairs cannot be done by you. It has to be done by a third-party contractor, and the reason why is it all boils down to liability. If you mess up something, you take the money and run, the VA can't obviously hold you accountable, but they can hold a third-party contractor accountable for this. With these renovation repairs, you could put in new flooring, new kitchen, new cabinets, new paint. You could really spruce a home up. Again, whether this is your current home that you live in that you want a little TLC in, or if you want to buy a property and fix it up and build some of that sweat equity, this is a great program. So while a lot of people will tell you, hey, if you want to buy a home with your VA loan, it needs to be perfect, it has to be flawless, blah, 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 that is not true. The VA renovation program allows you to step in, put some lipstick on that property, upgrade it the way that you want with rolling that cost into your loan. When we talk about, let's say $50,000 in repairs, what does this do to your monthly mortgage payment? Maybe $300 a month is included in that. So very minimal to how you can get those funds and improve it. What it does to your monthly mortgage payment, again, extremely minimal. Now, the other loan program that a lot of veterans don't know about, this is a huge program, huge benefit. It's called the VA One-Time Close Program. What this does, it allows a veteran to purchase raw land, make improvements to the land, putting electric, septic, everything like that, finance the construction cost into this same loan. And then after those three things are done, it automatically converts to your permanent financing, which is your VA loan, of course. How does this differ than the traditional method? Back in the day, there was three separate transactions with three separate sets of closing costs. First, you would have to buy the land separately, which was a hefty down payment, anywhere from 30 to 40% down. Then you would have to finance your construction loan, another down payment typically of 15 to 20%. And once all that was said and done, you had to refinance into your VA loan. So previously it was three separate transactions, three separate sets of closing costs, very expensive for you to buy land and build a custom home. The VA One-Time Close has eliminated that three-step process and put it into one simple transaction. This is extremely beneficial. Now, some of the things a lot of veterans need to know is, what's the timeline, right? You have the land, you want to build. What is the timeline that this needs to be accomplished in? And it has to be done within a year. So once you close, because you're signing for everything up front, your land, your construction, your blueprints, yada, 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 is done up front, that contractor has to do the build within 12 months after signing everything. Then I often get asked this, well, what if we want to make changes? This is where you need to take the steps up front to really draft out your blueprints, right? This is your custom home. And once you sign on the dotted line and you close up front, you can't make changes. So that due diligence of building your blueprints, finding the lender, you really want to take some time here because so many people are trying to rush through this process. When you are buying land and building a custom home, I want you to know, this is not a fast process. This is an extremely drawn out process. It is not quick to build a home. You have coding, you have permits, you need supplies, you need the builder. This is why it takes anywhere from 12 to 14 months to build a custom home. It is not a fast process. So if you're on a quick timeline, you have 30 days to find a new home, I'm just going to let you know right now, this is not the program for you, but you can, however, use your VA loan for an existing property. So keep that in mind. Again, you can't make changes to your blueprints once you sign. So you, again, take that time, build the home that you want. You are customizing your home. You shouldn't want to make changes after the blueprints have been finalized. Okay. Then from there, the construction phase is the longest phase of this. Depending where you're at, you may have harsh winters, maybe harsh summers. This could impact the ability to do construction depending on the time of year. If you're somewhere like California where it's nice all the time, you'll probably be able to get your home done pretty quickly. Now, after that home is complete, this is a big question I get asked. When is my first mortgage payment? Your first mortgage payment isn't due till 30 to 60 days after you move in. What about during the course of construction? Do you have any payments? And the answer is no. Comparing this to a standard construction loan, a standard construction loan has what we call interest-only payments. So you're making payments during the course of construction, but we as veterans have a huge benefit with the VA one-time close loan. There's no payments made during the course of construction, saving you money. So this is a big benefit with your VA loan when we compare this to a standard construction loan. Now, I often get asked, when can you secure your rate? Depending on who you go with, they'll allow you to lock in your rate up front so you don't have to worry about that getting any worse. Some are going to lock you in at the end. It really just depends on who you're going through for your home loan. The biggest piece of this, though, is the builder and what kind of build can you get. So the builder does have to be approved with us as the lender. What are we looking for? They're licensed, they're insured, they're reputable, and most importantly, they have experience building the kind of home you want. If you want a barn dominium, but the builder you want to use only has experience doing manufactured homes, well, they don't really have the experience building the kind of home that you want, so they're not going to be able to get approved. So again, when you're looking for a builder, they have to have experience building the kind of home that you want. They can't just be trying to pull them because it's your friend and they have experience building homes, but it may not be in the kind of category of home that you want. This is extremely important. Okay, now what kind of homes can you build with this program? You have your standard single family home. You have barn dominiums. You have manufactured homes. You have modular homes. What can you not build? What we call unique homes, those dome homes, container homes, tiny homes. Those are considered unique property and you just can't use your VA loan for it. A lot of people ask me why, and I'm going to break it down to you. Banks always look at it from the worst case scenario. If you were to default on that loan, how easy will it be for the bank to sell that property and recoup that loss? Those unique homes, not everybody wants, but a standard single family, modular, manufactured barn dominium, there's a higher demand for that. And banks are always going to underwrite, aka approve their loans to a risk factor that they are comfortable with. So when we're looking at this program, it's extremely important to know that you're building a standard home. You're not building any of these interesting, unique homes that, you know, maybe only you and a handful of people are interested. The bank's going to build something to where if not saying I want you to foreclose on it, how fast can they sell that property and get that money back? So if you have questions about a renovation loan, buying land and building with your VA loan, please reach out to my team and I. If you don't know who I am, my name is Zach. I'm an Army veteran and mortgage professional focused on giving us the education and information we didn't get when we were in the military.